the North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Can play with this. I guess hand order is not ideal, but not really gonna mulligan for hand order. Yep, seen the new cards. We'll talk about them in like an hour. Hey, Daya. Yeah, there were 2 Nilfgaard cards. Animated emotes don't work on mobile. I don't know. Good old Twitch. It's weird because it's an official Twitch feature too. You would expect them to just have them working on their mobile apps too.
This shit, a fine vintage.
I don't want to play this on an empty board.
Interesting.
That's kind of rude.
Not all battles need end in bloodshed.
So I'm playing it as a rot tosser now. Wait, there's just no leader, no value leader more around me. Amazing. Slave hunter.
Source of the best goods.
No offensive Glusty. I would if I could. Sounds better than some of the Nilfgaard cards in this deck. Oh, it's Mill. It's interesting. Can't do anything about this, right? It's just there. I'm not gonna Purify the Naiku. I think I just go for poison. He's played a lot of cards already.
The senses can be fooled easily.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
The Van Morlahams have particular tastes.
The next turn I gotta play Wanderers from hand if I don't want to get milled. I guess now I'm kind of glad that this got milled.
Your grace will not be pleased.
Using Invo kind of sucks.
Just a click. That is all I need.
So what, Joust is my worst card?
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
There's not really that much mill. I haven't played against it much at all.
This dance, you will never forget.
Feeling a bit peckish.
Yeah, that was a really good Blightmaker. An unusually good Blightmaker.
Time to get our hands dirty.
So Operator is bad for him now, right? Just pass. Nah, he plays 2 cards, and I'm a little worried.
No such thing as justice in this world. Ounce of it.
So I've got 8 cards. I still have leader. He's got to mill me 2 next round. Really has to mill me 3. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Good.
I should be your eyes.
If all 3 of his cards are mill cards, then I guess he's got me. Hey, Ling Dog, thanks for the tier 1. Thanks for the 14 months. Welcome back. Yeah, over a year. I think I might just be bricked at round 3. Oh, I guess I should have used the charges. There's no Viper Witcher in here, right? Sure. This is fine. So you go to a 3v3. If he's playing Renew, could be a problem. Let's see if Cadaverin make a Colgrim. I don't know, he's got last play. I have Heatwave though, and he has last play. It's part of the problem, right? Like, I have leader and Heatwave.
I wonder if my snares will ever catch you this time.
War is no game, my friend. Don't take it lightly.
Hey, Canna.
The dark is my ally. The dark is my friend.
Okay, we should be good. Cool. Yeah, I'm playing as late 5. Game with it, career.
Patience is not a virtue.
And we just ran it into a round 2 bleed against Mill. So pretty low on it. Pretty low on it. But I figured if any deck was going to play it, this one seems like a place to play it. Yeah. Pretty good against Greatsword. Actually in Meta Breaker. Oh, true. I have played it for its intended purpose once. There we go. Give out Terra Nova. Is that one of the new cards? We'll talk about the new cards later. Probably in like 50 minutes. I don't want to have to constantly repeat myself all night. I mean, the problem with Cadaver and with Stefan is then you have to put Stefan in your deck. And I think I'd rather put Cadaver in my deck than put Stefan in my deck. Hey, J. Adams.
Haven't got all day.
That's a lot of leader charges. Guess that kind of hit down my Ivar target. I think Ivaring a 7 is something that I'm in the market for. Well, there is no good Cadaver in target because I don't have a second poison. I imagine he's gonna give me other good Cadaver in targets. That could be my Ivar in a couple turns. Alright, give him another Jenga. Jenga hits Marl Fire Scorpion. Not have that much time. I'm probably just gonna pull the Wanderers. Hey, then. Yeah, all of my pingers dying does make the amnesty pretty awkward. That's a good Ivar. I'll take that one.
I spy,
This is the deck link. So we got 2 leader charges. Morkvarg for basically Ivar Wanderers. Oh, that's Defender too. That definitely could matter. Put a Priest on top of his deck, which is a liability. Invo. We didn't really use Invo. We have a Covenant. Invo kind of replaced itself. I mean, he might be all in on making Dracarys good, or he's like Redea. I don't want to brick on the Assassin. I really want the Heat Wave, though. They're fine in the long round. You've got a lot of control, and a lot of your control trades up. Historically, like a year plus ago, when Enslave was actually good.
Got the heart.
The plan against a lot of the engine decks was to take him to a long round 3. Guess I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know how I'm leadering that. That's my leader target.
My reason to travel, I mean.
Drinking can be hazardous to your health.
And if he doesn't answer the priest this turn, I can play the defender. That's part of why I wanted to play the Marl. It sort of forks him. Oh. Meh, okay.
Cut my paws off, I'll bite you to death.
I'll deal with it in a couple turns. I'm not in a huge rush.
Life's one never-ending fight.
Ooh. So that can be my leader.
He who knows too much dies too soon.
Oh, right. That can be my assassination.
The Empire will be victorious. As good as dead, that was.
Here, have Berserk now. Yeah, what does that matter? I don't think this matters. Yeah, can eventually get the Drakkar. We can sort of just do whatever there. Our opponent's cards weren't real cards.
I sense strong magic.
Gwent Torps too. Gruber's a pretty messed up card. Don't have any of my pingers. Don't want this again, right? I'll feel pretty silly if he's Mill, but I'm not respecting Mill.
Order will triumph.
Cool.
It must triumph.
It's a pretty sick Cadaverin.
Praise be to the great sun!
And by a pretty sick Cadaverin, I mean this card costs 9 provisions.
Them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
It's not actually that sick.
Feeling a bit
Hold the Marl.
It's mocking me, I can tell.
Tortoise. Nope. No tortoise. I'm sure there's still no tortoise. Good try though. Good try. No, you're not a bad person for enjoying clockers.
Beat you slowly, fun thing.
Only playing one coded weapons. What a fool. What a fool! Which I'm just thinning with Minnow.
The Empire will be victorious.
Just play the Amnesty. So I could roll the Diplo and feel real dumb when I get a bunch of 4-point cards. What are the odds of that, though? I guess I had needed a 6 or a 5. Oh wait, no, we're good. We're good. This is even. play a couple cards here. But like one of the Blight Makers by Mabel. I actually don't mind trading Wanderers, if I can trade Wanderers too.
I bring death. Quite literally.
Being the 3, so I don't make a 1 that loses value on the Mage Assassin.
Got ya! You bleating son of a doe!
Whatever.
No good wine will come
Let's
from
have this happen now.
even composted.
I guess I don't have my Ivar. Maybe this is bad. My Ivar doesn't necessarily get to hit a Snowdrop. I mean, the decks that play Infiltrator are all playing Renew Coldrum, right? So they have it in 2 rounds.
I spy my evil eye.
My reason to travel, I mean.
Yeah, playing into this on Ivar is probably bad. Forgot this card is just such a blowout. I plays the Snowdrop now too.
Get my rhymes out of your head!
That makes a lot of sense. You could try to force leader. I've got a Fire Scorpion to yoink this. I think I like this.
A bit of bloodletting.
A fine vintage it would have made.
I guess I want to draw Invo. This might be a little too all-in on a 2-0 for how bad my hand is. My leftovers are not exciting in a short round.
Mistake stars reflected in a pond from night sky.
That helps. Okay.
Eyes closed, mouth open.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Mastered. I don't know what it is. Someone linked it in my Discord. I didn't click on the video. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
If it's peace you desire, prepare
Yeah, I don't know. Could be cool. I'll care more about it when it actually comes out. I don't care about games before they release.
for the great sun.
May as well play all my cards. Maybe this Hyrule the Fangs of the Empire. In Cyberpunk. Especially not Cyberpunk. Oh, come on. Really? You gonna do me like that?
Her grace will not be pleased.
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
I don't think I want both of these. So I'm just gonna put the info on top again. Meh.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Zephyr is a good pickup. Need a points card. Like, not that Ivar is a good points card, but it is a points card.
You'll give your lives for the Empire with no hesitation.
I don't think there's utility in trying to be unitless here. So what does he still have? Zarth and Yen have been used. Vilg has been used. So he's got Triss. I don't really want to go tall. And this goes tall right now. I mean, no matter what I play, if he has, like, tall unit and Triss, then he just sequences the other way. I guess... I don't know. I think we're just dead, but we'll see. Hey, Kawhi. Because, like, with the Vilga gone, this is never coming out of the deck anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess Ivar first. Bunny Hope.
I sense strong magic.
It was kind of a weird DC. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't intentional, but I'm pretty sure we were getting there. Speaking of random DCs. I keep meaning to cut these Fire Scorpions, but I still haven't. I mean, we should be good against Koshchei now. Sure. It's like I jousted Alara. It's fine. I've done worse.
Another little thunderbolt.
So, but I kind of want to wait. Well, no, because we're just gonna play this Blightmaker next turn anyway, right? It doesn't actually change the timer at all. And this way I'm not going to randomly damage the Jhin. And lose 2 points. It's probably just Blightmaker pass.
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
Maybe we try to bait out a Witch's Apprentice. Could play the other Blightmaker here. Just ethical enslave. I don't know what that means. It's enslave. I've just got the one brick. Yeah.
Rise, my daughters, born of my blood.
I don't have my cadaver in. Just let him carry it over.
Demons don't scare me. We're one of the same.
Okay, cool. Got his wonders, still have mine. No one's slave she knows. Fuck no. I'm not wasting my leader on that. This is a gosh chancer. I will cadaver in it. Just pass to this. Remedy is larva. Yeah, I could. So I've got wonders coming out, so I want to get ahead here. I guess larva does it. This is 19. This is always short.
My prescription, a bit of blood letting.
Melee? Yes.
Mankind is a virus, a plague.
Yeah, yoink my carryover now. Sure.
They're surprisingly clean creatures, as it happens.
A dagger. Where is the challenge?
I guess it'll be down to a 5-card round. That's a little bit scary, but like I've got a yoink for Koshche. Probably Heatwave is my Shikuno's here. Oh wait, no, you have to cut Heatwave if you want to play Shikuno's, right? Funny. Yep. Seems good to me.
What is this ridiculous law he's devised?
I've never hoped so hard that my opponent drew their Corinthia Koshche combo. Just thrives a few times. Predbev is 4. This is 5. This is probably not going to be good. See the small cost chair, that's the idea. Diet can prevent Sabbath, sure. Hey, Frost. Thanks for the Prime. Thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back.
It's crucial not to lose your head. Meat is best served bloody. It's juices.
I don't know, we could maybe lose. We only have 2 tall removals in hand. While doubling his score.
2 feet of foam. They'll scurry along the floor.
Nice. She who knows. You're counting this game as a win for She Who Knows. That's fine. You can count it as a win for She Who Knows. I'm gonna count it as a win for the person who didn't put She Who Knows in their deck. I still haven't cut these. I wonder how many more times I'm gonna say that tonight. Let's do Expo. Probably pretty good. People have hated Nilfgaard since way before that. People have hated Nilfgaard since at least, what, like Reveal and Beta? Probably longer. What do I add into the Scorpions? No idea. I'm thinking maybe some Ardfane Tortoises and just float 2 provisions, because that seems better. Again. Not really a sports guy. I might catch some highlights. When does it start? I don't even know that much. Ah, yes. Imperial Diplomacy. Has diplomacy gotten worse over time? I don't remember Diplo being this bad. I don't think I've gotten more than 5 points out of it yet. I think it already has. Wait, really? When do the Olympics start? July 23rd. Wait. Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. Are they just... Wait. Are they just calling it the 2020 Olympics still? It says July 23rd, 2021. It is currently the 22nd. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh. That one's kind of good. 7. You don't want future Olympics to be postponed by a year. Okay. I mean, I guess. So wait, they're starting stuff before it starts? Why is the Olympics so confusing? It's like a part of the games? It's not like a preliminary thing? Why? Imagine if they rebranded to 2021. 2020 merch would be stonks. Oh, I'm always supposed to play a card, right? Whatever. Here we are. Spender? Yeah, I usually prefer a long round. You have a bunch of control tools that trade up. So even against engine decks, you'd sort of just want a long round. Duration series like football and hockey start before the opening ceremony. Well, that's just silly.
This shit, a fine vintage it would have made.
Listen, I'm just working.
Drinking? This is tea. It's a blackberry green.
I only use corpses, except sometimes they're
Does the
quite
site I
fresh.
buy teas from have a referral program? I should check for that. I don't think so. It sounds like an oversight. Anti-sex beds. Oh my god. They're so tiny. They'll be made of cardboard? Wait, is this an onion site? There's no way this is real. Incredible. So I get to yoink tunnel drill, right? So I'll assassination this.
As good as dead, that lot.
Beds will be able to withstand the weight of a single person to avoid situations beyond sports. Oh my god.
Feeling a bit peckish.
I'm just gonna Ivar the Wanderer, right?
Done it now.
Beds will be able to withstand the weight of a single person. I see no problem for distance runners. Even 4 of us can do.
My reason to travel, I mean.
Ah, there we go. There we go. So maybe the cardboard was blown out of proportion. The headline's really funny, though. It's one of those headlines that you want to be true.
Demons don't scare me. We'll run this.
Just gonna run this out, right? Does he just not have drill? I don't want poison to brick. Oh. Okay, I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore.
Evil is at work. We have incited us.
I mean, I assume he's got drill, right?
The Van Morlehams have particular taste.
You losing this? We might be. Like, there was no way he wouldn't. But nothing makes sense. Why did he do this at all? Why didn't he drill me earlier? Why did this Marl live? Because he didn't have it guaranteed? Okay. Purify bounty more points? Yeah, it could be. It could be. We do lose here, right?
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Cool down on drill just kills the card. Drill's like the reason to play the crime pockets deck. Like, it's supposed to be good.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Yeah, drill's totally fine as is. It's a reward for playing the crime deck. It's not like you can slot it into every syndicate deck. It's a good card in the deck that it's supposed to be good in. Let's see what Nilfgaard he is. Is he Clog? Is he Mill? Maybe he's hyper thin. Of Visigored is yeah, I mean, on one hand, like, boost your own board was probably a little too generic. Too much in NR was doing that, and the condition was a little too free. It's the same reason why, like, I liked Old Scytheman a lot, but I sort of get why it had to go. It ends up being less build around and more just something every deck is naturally doing.
What's better than dead noble?
Looks like Clog.
Dead nobles. I always find a way in.
No. You put the props at a formation. I agree, but I also sort of get why maybe just like they don't want going wide and boosted isn't an archetype that they really wanted to have exist. It just slots into everything a little bit too naturally. I don't know though. What am I doing here? I guess I can... I want this for Purify. I don't know. Meave after that. To be fair, Meave's a little bit different. Meave just wants you to go wide. It's also way clunkier than like Visigored or Scytheman was. The payoffs were too strong for how generic they were. Let me put it that way. And like Meave is sort of a good example of why, right?
Your life is worth a great deal, my
Like you don't even need Meave for those cards to be good. Give another fight for Witcher, but that seems kind of bad. I should have just sat on the charge.
Trinit friend.
It wouldn't have mattered, right? Because I damaged this anyway. Hey, Oz, thanks for the tier 1. Thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. Yeah, sure. I mean, I see the Scytheman nerf and the Visigored nerf as like two sides of the same coin. I think the reasons were pretty much identical. There's the additional downside of like Visigored having a million charges, but they didn't really remedy that, right? They just made the card less good.
Let their blood break their bones and spirit!
Yeah, sure. So I don't have my invo. I just don't want to get clogged more, right? Just go to the long round. His defender's gone. I'm a little worried about how many points he still has. I'm playing Wanderers instead of Full Test in the most recent version. I feel like you probably want to try to play both, but it is hard to play both. I was playing MOBA instead of Pincer, which makes you a little less reliant on Full Test to get a bunch of copies in your deck, but even just like the round 1 point potential of Dun Banners is big. Whoa.
Declare my name and restore my freedom. I will serve.
That's interesting. I respect it. Where's their scroll? I mean, I don't think he's gonna renew it. Maybe he will, but I feel like the reason you Colgrim there is because you don't think Colgrim is going to be very good. And I mean, he is right. Colgrim's going to be pretty trash.
How am I to catch it, Master? Sees me every time.
As good as dead. I bring death. Quite literally.
Another Blight Maker down.
No good wine will come from here, not even compost.
Wanderers is here. I should be able to... I guess you could change that with tack. This might be the tack turn. Good remedy to clog him. Make his leader worse. You can't clog him with the token. Don't really want to clog him with the Cynthia. I could give him another adept. I'm just yoinking this.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
We're done with Blightmaker. Let's do this.
I like you whether you like us or not.
So I can go after the Snowdrop instead.
Not all battles need end in bloodshed.
No sense.
For the great sun! Notice! All roads speak to Nilfgaard.
Maybe Nilfgaard cards. We spent like 40 minutes talking about them at like the 1 hour mark of the stream. They seem cool. I like them more than the NR cards. Oh, I guess the problem with clogging with Blightmaker is I'm making Dead Man's Tongue better. That wasn't something that I had considered. So put one more turn on the Ivar so I don't get counter Ivar'd.
The aroma, I'm dizzy with the light.
Hold the Marl. Make him hold on to removal.
Turning foe strengths against him. That's the trick. Now, how did that incantation go?
He who knows too much dies too soon.
It's bigger to have this poisoned if the Marl dies. Because I'd rather Cadaver in it too. Okay, we'll play around with the Cauldron, I guess.
Coming for you.
Cadaverin.
Get my rhymes out of your head.
There was not much he could have done there. Basically just comes down to whether or not he can clog us and prevent us from drawing any of our cards.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
I think there's a chance. Yeah. Just like there was a chance that I'd play Cyberpunk when it came out. Yeah, I'm aware of it. Fuck. I mean, I'm down for fuck Nintendo. But like Melee is also fucking Nintendo, right? They're not exactly huge supporters of the scene.
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
Earth, choke the embers. Wind, blow out the flame.
Ugh. That's my excuse. Well, right now my excuse is my computer can't run it. I also have not looked into how fixed it is.
Wind whistles, willows whip.
Nothing will stop us.
So fixed you did it 2 weeks of.
Oh, how lovely it burns.
That was brutal. I do want last play. I don't want to play anything though. That's pretty brutal. That was pretty brutal. Card to the right of Sunset Wanderer. It doesn't change which card you play. When I played Now Blightmaker... What? I don't know how to parse that.
Knock him off that horse.
Just give her the poisons on it.
Drinking can be hazardous to your health.
Cards around, it doesn't matter unless one is to the far right.
Meat is best served bloody, bathing in its juices.
Minnow first, Blightmaker, the value on Sunset remains the same. Yeah, sure. I think you're right. As long as you're definitely playing both.
Today's gonna be a good day.
comes down to how many cards are played before it deploys. Yeah.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
Also passes a different card. Yeah, when you play a card after it gets passed, though, then you still have more cards to the right. But if you're going to be playing a card to the left anyway... Hold on. So if you know... The thing is, like, you don't know that you're going to play both. Like, you never know if you're going to play both. Okay, I get a card. Mildly safer to play cards from the left. Yeah, because they're already passed and that value is already cashed in. Mixing Marl. Kinda want the Marl.
Praise be to the great sun!
Form is better than it sounds. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't work. Field play. It's alright. It's alright. It's not the best deck I've ever played, but our win rate's pretty okay. Sure, it's just... I don't know how often it comes up that you know for sure you're gonna play a card from the far right. Generally, you're right, sure. But there's a bunch of things that could change your sequencing and make you play one of the earlier cards. No tortoise. And like, if you do end up holding out long enough for that other card to get passed, or even if you're just like passing the round before playing one of those later cards. Whoa. There's leaves. I think it's his food bowl. Pretty sure that's bigger than his gourd. I say that without actually counting anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's at least similarly sized to his gourd.
They come out to see us.
Yeah, sure.
You must fight for the hills and the woods.
It's like a pink fate that it passing day.
That's maybe my yoink. Slave 4? No, it's in slave 5.
We've no need for your forges.
Boys Brigade, follow me!
Cool.
The forest holds many secrets.
2007, then I have no idea.